This is MikeBot. So this is part 2 of my X1 Carbon Bambu Labs printer with the AMS system. So in the first video you would have seen the unboxing. This is now the initial startup, powering it on for the first time, and basically getting rid of the last of the material on the inside, which I'm not sure you can see here, probably not. I will direct the camera in a bit. So basically, yeah, in the unboxing video I connected the AMS system up. I also removed all the packaging, got everything set up. So what you didn't see was I printed a bunch of stuff before the printer came in. So I printed this thing here, which is, it goes inside and it's for scooping up all the filament. I basically did a lot of research on this printer while I was waiting for it to come in. And I printed all the recommended stuff. So I also printed the poop chute. So that's just in the back here. And then, if you've probably noticed, my screen looks a little different because I printed a little screen protector cover out of TPU and I slipped it right on top there. I've also printed quite a few other things for it. I printed a holder for the sheets. So here's the holder that I've printed. I did order a ton, and I mean a ton of accessories for this printer. They are just not in at the moment. I will do another video once everything gets in. I'll do a third video. It'll be like an unboxing and basically explanation of all the spare parts that I purchased for it. So for now, we're just going to go with the printer and the stuff it came with. I also printed this little package here for the desiccant. And I have printed quite a few glue stick holders. So here's one of the glue stick holders right here, and I will just grab a glue stick just to show everybody what I'm talking about. So this just slips in there, and then I printed a couple caps for it, and here are the caps. So that's already printed. Next I printed quite a few of these spool adapters. So I read that not all the spools work with this printer unless they're bamboo filament. So I've gone ahead and taken it one step forward and I printed the spool adapters. Okay, I've also printed, I'm just gonna put everything down to make it easier. I've also printed some buttons for the AMS system. So these buttons here will slip right on top here, and it'll basically help with the wear and tear with the stock buttons that it comes with. I've also printed a few of these. You only need one. And they are basically to help with removing the Bowden tube in the back. Now, I did not put these on beforehand because I was doing the unboxing and forgot about them. I've also printed a couple of replacement knobs. So this knob would go here to replace, and that one will go on top. I don't need them yet. And then I printed these, which I don't need yet. And they are basically for the glass on top to hold it open when you are kind of venting from the top. And then last, I printed this tool, which is supposed to help with issues down the road with the printer. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. So now, without further ado, I am going to go ahead and power this thing up for the first time. On the top here we have the power button, and it looks like a reset button. I've already connected into my smart plug. I do have a smart plug that monitors energy. There will be a video on that in the next week or two. We are April 13th, 2023 today. So when I say a week or two from now, we're talking maybe April 27th of this month and this year. So now I'm going to go ahead and power this on and go through the step-by-step process of initial configuration. So I'll start by going, Alexa, turn on extension cord. Okay, so I've already just hit power there. Oh, you know what? Forgot to hit the power switch on the back. There we go. Now she's lighting up. Okay, I will just redirect one of my cameras here so we can get a head-on shot of what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to redirect this camera here so we can get a head-on shot of what's going on with everything. So I will try my best here to do this. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get a really good shot, but basically, you got the screen here, so it's the language selection screen. I'll try to zoom into it the best I can. Okay, so I'm going to hit English and then click Next. First touch on the button seems really nice. I'm just going to go ahead and connect my Wi-Fi. I'm selecting my network, putting the password in. Kind of looks like an Android style keyboard. So I've also installed the Bambu Handy app. So I'm going to go ahead and open that Bambu Handy app at the same time while this connects to Wi-Fi. Okay, so it's connected to Wi-Fi now. It only does 2.4 gigahertz apparently. Oh well. So I'm going to hit the plus. Maybe this camera will be better. I'm going to hit the plus on the Bambu Handy app, and now it's going to scan for the printer. So I don't actually need to scan this QR code, it's already picked it up. So I'm just hitting, so I'm just binding it now. It's binding it to MikeBot Entertainment. So now on the screen it says MikeBot Entertainment login successful. So I'm going to hit next. Thank you for purchasing a Bambu Lab device. Please read the instructions, blah, 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 terms and conditions. Do I want to join the Help Improve program? I'm going to skip that for now. So now it's going to do a calibration. So it needs to calibrate the environment. Please ensure hotbed is unlocked before starting the calibration. So I do have some foam down here. I wasn't able to remove this during the initial setup. So I'm going to try to calibrate. There we go. I'm going to pull these out quick. So there we go. So the printer is doing its calibration. Let me point it down here. Zoom out. Okay, so now it's homing the tool head. It's 11%. So I'm just going to let it do its thing here. In the meantime, here's the Bambu app. And it's telling me basically everything that's going on, which is really neat. So basically, once it finishes its calibration here, I'm going to throw in one of my own spools. I'm not going to use the Bambu spools. I'm probably going to use an ESUN spool. And I'm going to print one of the internal files that are on the printer. Some very interesting sounds as it's calibrating. So while it does that, I'm just going to go pull my other spool out. Listen to this. What the heck is that? So while it continues to play its music here, it's very, very loud music. Okay, so the calibration is now complete. So I'm going to hit next. Now it says initialization is completed. Please ensure that the hot bed foam and desiccant are removed before printing. I did that. So I'll hit start printing. Now we got a nice flashy screen. Looks very crisp, very sharp. I'm going to hit the light. Okay, light on and off. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a firmware update. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so new firmware, I'm going to hit yes. And I'm going to go ahead and hit update. So it's going to be updating the Bambu Carbon from version 1.03 to version 1.04.01 and the AMS from version 05.75 to 05.96. So I'm just going to hit update. Then it says it's going to take 10 minutes. So while it does that, I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to stop filming and then I'll resume afterwards. All right, so I've basically loaded the filament in. I went to the little, here, I'll move the camera. Okay, so I basically went to this section here. So there's home, and then I went to the settings section, then I hit AMS, then I clicked the spool, and then I clicked load. So the filament type is unknown because I'm using ESUN. I want to perform it anyway, so I'm going to hit yes. And then it's just going to ask me to set up the manufacturer. So I'm going to go with generic. And the material is PLA+. So the color is white. And then I'm just going to confirm the settings. So now it says white PLA is loaded. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to print test file. So I'm going to go ahead and start with something that's going to be useful. So I'm going to go with the scraper. So I'll start with the scraper grid. And I'm going to use AMS, bed leveling on, flow calibration yes, print now. So then it's going to go through this entire phase here, and then it's going to begin printing. I'm just going to place the camera here and let it do its thing. And then I'll go through the entire process on camera. I'm just going to let my camera roll. I'll probably speed it up when I'm replaying this back on my video. So what I'm going to do as well, in case there's any weird sounds, I'm going to leave my microphone placed right here, so you can hear all the different sounds if there's anything loud. So right now the head is moving towards me. I was mentioning my AMS setup's not going to work up here, so I'm going to have to rejig my entire setup down here. I do have two other printers that I use. You know, I actually forgot to put glue on the bed. So I don't know if it's going to stick, to be honest. So far I haven't had to use these for the eSun filament, which is great. I am curious to see if it's going to stick without the glue now, though. So while it does that, I'm just going to go through the settings here. So basically there's your temperatures right here. There's your plate temp. There's the chamber temp, the fan speed, the auxiliary fans at 40%, parts fans at 100%, chamber fans at 0. AMS, oh, starting I think. So it sounds like it just went to the back there and it cleaned the nozzle. So really quick, you got utilities, dry filament, calibrate, and then you got print options. You got AI monitoring, detection build plate position, and then auto recovery from step loss. Then in the folder, you have the micro SD area, print cache, and internal. I don't think I'm ever going to be using a micro SD card. Just gotta open this up here just to show everyone what's going on. Wow, that came at me at pretty high speeds. It's a bit of plastic oozing out of the nozzle. So now it's just doing this bed leveling. This does use a LiDAR, so bed leveling is pretty cool. Actually, this is some pretty fast bed leveling. So while it continues to do its bed leveling, I did put in that little piece I was showing you earlier, so whenever filament falls here, I'll be able to scoop it out easily now. This sounds like an MRI machine. The sweeping XY mech mode sounds exactly like an MRI. If anyone's ever been in an MRI, they'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's got its nice first line down. I don't have glue on here, so again, this is an interesting test. Right now it's calibrating the extrusion. I'd be surprised if this sticks without glue, actually. So now it's starting the actual print process, I believe. So, initial layer. Oh my god, this looks incredible. Wow. I'm not going to film this entire process, so basically, here, I'm going to zoom in. It's doing the first layer. And is it ever doing the first layer nicely? Oh my god. I almost want to put it into ludicrous mode for fun, but I'm not going to yet. Alright, so I'm going to let this print. I don't think it's going to be spitting out a time-lapse video. So that's it for today's video. This was the configuration video. It's supposed to be short and sweet. I'm going to work on adding more filament into this, and I'll make more videos down the road. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out tremendously and shows me that you're encouraging me to do more videos, basically. Thank you all for watching. Like button.